My name is Aruna Akundi Upaluri from US in Dallas, Texas, and this is my experience with breastfeeding. My experience with breastfeeding both times was kind of difficult. Both my babies were premature, so especially with the first one, I had a really, really hard time because the milk didn't come in because she was about 4 weeks early, and poor thing was so hungry, she was crying, but you know, because of the importance of breastfeeding and the importance of breast milk, they didn't really want to feed her anything. A few drops of colostrum I was able to make. They tried to give that to her and hoped that it was enough. The first few days were definitely very frustrating, and I really felt like, oh my God, you know, they're starving her. I would rather she get formula than, you know, nothing, because I didn't have my milk come in yet. But we managed to pull through. She got a little bit of formula, but even still, when I started pumping and finally my breast milk came in, because she never latched on, we tried a lot and went through the lactation consultants and all that stuff. And she still, unfortunately, never could latch. But I wanted to be able to give her breast milk more than anything else. And I wasn't as concerned about breastfeeding, which there's a whole lot of bonding, and it's a very special thing if you can breastfeed. There's no doubt about it. It's something you remember for the rest of your life. But there's also a lot of frustration. People should not think that it comes naturally. It doesn't come naturally, not to a lot of people. To those who does, that's wonderful, but it's not a natural thing necessarily for everybody. But the frustration shouldn't overcome the primary objective, which is breast milk is incredibly nutritious. It's very good for the baby. It gives the baby the antibiotic protection that it needs against illness for the first 6 months of life. So more than anything, getting the breast milk is most important. How they get it, ideal would be breastfeeding. If that can't happen, at least pumping, so that breast pumping, so that you can produce the milk and then give the baby via a nipple is fine. It's fine. You still have the comfort of knowing your baby is getting your breast milk. And I think more than anything, that's the most important thing. So even with my second baby, which was the second time around was even easier in terms of the milk coming in. It came in a lot faster, even though my second one was even earlier than my first. And again, the same kind of problems with latching on, which is not uncommon with premature babies. So that's a known thing with premature babies, is they have a hard time latching on, and the whole feeding process is a bit of a learning curve for them. But again, you know, the milk came in really fast, and the good thing this time was I had a lot of excess milk, and the great thing is that you can store that milk in the freezer. Ideally, you can freeze that milk, and that milk is good for several months. So even after, if you decide you want to stop breastfeeding for whatever reasons, or your milk supply runs down, or whatever it is, you can still use that frozen breast milk and give that to the baby, and it's perfectly fine.
Hi, my name is Maitri Kuncham, and I take care of the global HR of Infino. Well, if not for the support and consistent effort from the lactation team, I would not have been in a position now to speak about breastfeeding. I was at a stage where I was giving up nursing because of a supposed latching problem, which is apparently very common. Then came the role of the lactation experts, who very gently facilitated my nursing process. And now I stand at a position where I can proudly say that I have not only nursed my infant to better health, but also donated breast milk for another deprived child. I am still nursing my toddler, and I am really cherishing it. Taranga and Fernandez hospitals are doing a great job by creating awareness about breastfeeding. It is the need of the hour. And thanks a lot for considering me for this huge event.
నా పేరు పాలపర్తి సంధ్యారాణి అండి. నేను జర్నలిస్ట్ని మరియు రైటర్ని. ఇవాళ రేపు పిల్లలకి పాలు ఇవ్వడానికి సంకోచిస్తూ ఉన్నారు, తల్లి పాలు ఇవ్వడానికి సంకోచిస్తూ ఉన్నారు. దయచేసి తల్లులు ఎవరు కూడా తమ పిల్లలకి పాలు ఇవ్వడానికి సంకోచించవద్దు. అందం చెడిపోతుంది అనే అపోహ కూడా వద్దు. తల్లిపాలే బిడ్డకి ఆరోగ్యము. నాకు మా అమ్మాయి 8వ నెలలో పుట్టింది. ఒక 5 రోజుల వరకు ఐసీయూలో పెట్టారు, ఇంక్యుబేటర్లో పెట్టారు. ఎప్పటి వరకైతే తల్లి పాలు నా బిడ్డకి ఇవ్వలేదో అప్పటి వరకు నా కూతురు రికవర్ అవ్వలేదు. ఎప్పటి నుంచైతే నా పాలు ఇవ్వటం మొదలుపెట్టానో నా కూతురు సంపూర్ణంగా ఆరోగ్యవంతురాలైంది. కాబట్టి అలాంటి అపోహలు ఏమీ లేకుండా దయచేసి పిల్లలకి తల్లిపాలు ఇవ్వమని ప్రతి తల్లికి నా మనవి.